Armenian Parliament Speaker Alen Simonyan announced at a press briefing today that Yerevan and Baku have reached a, quote, consensus on a number of, quote, internationally accepted points in a possible peace agreement. He did not elaborate. Simonyan, a close ally to Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan, also pushed back on the prospect of including provisions related to Karabakh in the deal, saying, quote, the agreement concerns relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and the Artsakh issue should not be expressed in it in any form. At the same time, Simonyan told reporters, quote, don't get the impression that we are somehow trying to abandon the protection of Artsakh's interests or the rights of Artsakh's people. Also today, Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov dismissed Azerbaijan's calls for checkpoints to be set up along the sole road connecting Armenia and Karabakh, noting that the 2020 ceasefire stipulates freedom of movement along the Lachin corridor. Quote, the establishment of any checkpoints is not envisaged, Lavrov said at a press conference alongside his Azerbaijani counterpart, Ceyhun Bayramov. Lavrov was in Baku this week for high-level meetings and to mark the one-year anniversary of the Russia-Azerbaijan Joint Declaration on Allied Cooperation, signed just days before Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Yesterday, Lavrov met with Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev, who said he hoped 2023 would be, quote, a year of progress in the normalization of relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia, adding, quote, Russia, as our friend, ally, and neighbor, has a special role here. In turn, Lavrov said the Kremlin, quote, welcomes all efforts to move toward a settlement between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Lavrov and Aliyev also discussed bilateral relations, hailing soaring trade between Russia and Azerbaijan in a wide range of industries, including energy and transport. Lavrov noted that, quote, several mega projects are under development that will have not only a bilateral nature, but also a regional and somehow even a global nature. He did not elaborate. And in more news from Baku, Azerbaijan's foreign ministry announced yesterday it would launch legal proceedings against Armenia under the Energy Charter Treaty, an obscure 1994 agreement set up to promote global energy cooperation after the collapse of the Soviet Union. In its suit, Azerbaijan is alleging that Armenia violated international law by running hydroelectric power plants in Karabakh. It marks the first time any country has sought interstate arbitration under that treaty. Late last year, a group of 19 Armenian investors in hydroelectric power plants in Karabakh that came under Azerbaijani control after the 2020 war said they intended to launch proceedings against Azerbaijan seeking compensation, but the status of that lawsuit is unclear. Azerbaijan's move comes amid an escalating legal fight between Baku and Yerevan in less than a week after a United Nations court ordered Azerbaijan to end its blockade of Karabakh, which is now approaching its 80th day and has prompted a major humanitarian crisis in the region. That ruling, which is legally binding but not enforceable, is part of two broader cases involving Armenia and Azerbaijan before the International Court of Justice over alleged violations of a 1969 racial discrimination prevention treaty. Azerbaijan has also filed a first-of-its-kind legal challenge against Armenia under the Berne Convention, a 1982 nature conservation treaty, alleging environmental destruction in and around Karabakh. The cases remain ongoing.